Alright, boys and girls, welcome to our very first video lesson on Chapter 4. It's a double lesson on 4.1 and 4.2 classifying triangles. Alrighty, let's do it. Okay, there are two ways to classify a triangle. You can classify a triangle by either their sides or by their angles. Let's first look at ways of classifying triangles by their angles. There's an acute triangle, which has three acute angles. There is an equiangular triangle, which is also an equilateral triangle, which all angles are equal. There's an obtuse triangle, which has one obtuse angle and two acute angles. And lastly, there's a right triangle, which has one right angle and two acute angles. We can also classify triangles by their sides. There's the equilateral triangle, which has three equal sides. There's an isosceles triangle, which your book says has at least two equal sides. See, 1 and 2, and the third side. We will classify an isosceles triangle as having exactly two equal sides and one non-equal side. And then there's, of course, the scalene triangle, which has three unequal sides. We will see that if a triangle has three unequal sides, then it has three unequal angles. And if a triangle has two equal sides, it has two equal angles. And if a triangle has three equal sides, then it is also equiangular because it has three equal sides. Let's look at this problem right now. If we're going to classify these triangles, let's start with FGH, which is this triangle right here. It says that K is the midpoint of FH, so therefore if this side is 2.5, this side here is also 2.5. So let's write that in. So this is 2.5 right here, which means now this triangle we were talking about, FGH, has a side of 5 right here, two equal sides of 5 right here, so therefore it is an equilateral triangle. Let's look at GJL. GJL is right here. Okay, it is a side of 8, a side of 5 and 3, which is 8, so it has two sides of 8 and a side of 5. Therefore, it has two equal sides and one non-equal side. It is isosceles. And the third triangle, FHL, has a side of 5, a side of 3, and a side of 7, so therefore it is scalene. Let's look at this right here, this triangle right here. Find x and the measures of each of the unknown sides. Looking at the first one, here we have two equal sides, so we know that 3x minus 4 is equal to 2x plus 7. In the second triangle, we have three equal sides, so we can choose any two of those sides. Let's choose the top two, so 5x is equal to 6x minus 5. I will let you guys do the algebra right now. Go ahead and solve for x. Stop the tape. Okay, we see up top here that we have our answers that we got before. Those triangles are equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. And down here, you should have gotten that x is equal to 11. And on the right side here, x is equal to 5. Okay, two theorems that we need to talk about, and I think you already know both of them. The first one is the fact that the sum of the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So measure of angle A, measure of angle B, and measure of angle C. These three angles will add up to 180, and we proved that in last chapter, chapter 3. And then also the exterior angle theorem, which, as you know, we call the TEAT, triangle exterior angle theorem, which says that in any triangle, a exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B. Find the measures of each numbered angle. Let's look at the first one in the right, and we are actually, I'm going to help you here. We are actually going to start by finding the measure of angle 2 first. Then we're going to find the measure of angle 1, and then we're going to find the measure of angle 3. In this second problem, whoop, my phone is ringing. Okay, so in this second one, first we're going to find the measure of angle 7. Then we're going to find the measure of angle 6 and angle 5. Then we're going to find angle 4, and then we're going to find angles 8 and 9, and they are equal. Okay, so stop the tape right now. See if you can go ahead and find the measures of all these angles using our new toys. Okay, in the first triangle, we found that the measure of angle 2 is 52, and we found that because these three angles right here add up to 180. We could then find the measure of angle 1 because the measure of angle 1 is equal to 71 plus the measure of angle 2, which was 52. And then we can find the measure of angle 3 because angles 1, angle 2, or I'm sorry, angle K here, which is 28, and measure of angle 3 are going to add up to 180. In the problem on the right, first we find that the measure of angle 7 is 57 because these three angles right here add up to 180. Once we have 7, we can get 6 because these two angles are sup because they are linear pairs, and we can also get 5 because angle 5 is equal to 7. So angle 5 is 57, angle 7 is 57, and angle 6 is 123. Once we get 5, we can now find 4 because these three angles add up to 180. And now that we have angle 6, we can get 8 and 9 because 8 and 9 are equal, and those three angles are going to add up to 180. So we know that angle 6, which is 123, plus angle 8, which is we'll call x, plus angle 9, which we'll also call x because those two are equal. Those three angles add up to 180. If you do the algebra, you find that x is equal to 28.5. You guys try these two this problem right here. Find the measure of angles 1, 3, and 2. Stop the tape, and you can figure it out. Okay, first we're going to find 1. Angle 1 is equal to 61 because these three angles right here add up to 180. We can also then find 2. Angle 2 is sup to 229, so therefore it is 151 because those two angles are linear pairs. And once we have 2, we can now find 3 because these three angles right here, 2, 3, and 17, are going to add up to 180. Alrighty. A couple words you need to know. Parts of triangles. In an isosceles triangle, the two equal sides are called legs. The two equal sides are called legs. The two equal angles opposite those sides are called the base angles. The third side that's not equal is called the base, and the angle opposite the base is called the vertex angle. And of course, you know this vocabulary. In a right triangle, the long side opposite the right angle is called the hypotenuse, and the two perpendicular sides that make the right angle right here, those are called legs. Two more words you need to know. An altitude is a segment drawn from the vertex perp to the opposite side. So from this vertex right here, a segment drawn that's perp, this purple line, that is an altitude. It makes a right angle. And a median is a segment drawn from the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. So this green line right here, it is a median because it goes from the vertex to the midpoint, and we see that these two sides are equal. So that green line is a midpoint. It's the midpoint of the opposite side. So to review, 2 ways to classify a triangle: by their sides or by their angles. So if I just say to you, you should classify a triangle, you actually need to come up with two answers. one by its sides and one answer by its angles. Let's play a game. This game is called Classify This. So, looking at these pictures right here, I want you guys, just from the information given, don't assume from the picture, just from the information given, I want you to come up with one answer for each triangle. One answer for each triangle, and actually, from what I've told you, you can come up with two answers for these two triangles here, and actually this one as well. Okay, stop the tape and give it a go. Here are your answers. The first one is on isosceles because we have two equal sides. This one right here is a right triangle because it has one right angle. This triangle right here has three equal sides, so therefore it is equilateral. And because we know that all three of those angles are equal, they all must equal 60. It is an acute triangle. This triangle has three unequal sides. It is scalene. This triangle has three acute angles, so it is an acute triangle. It is also a scalene because it's three unequal angles. This triangle is obtuse because it has one obtuse angle. And lastly, this triangle right here has equal angles, so therefore it is equilateral and it is an acute triangle. Hey, have a great day. We'll see you soon.